Well, welcome to the class number 6, students. So
Okay,
you're doing
hello.
fine, lady?
Yes, and you?
Excellent. I am fine. And lady, what about Alba? How is she doing? Is she excellent? Lady,
I don't know. I
ask
don't
her.
understand, teacher. Sorry.
I am asking you if Alba is doing fine, doing excellent. What do you think?
Maybe she's she's taking a rest.
And she's here with me. She was talking to me. So why don't you ask her?
uh, um,
Are
how are you
you
today?
okay? Hi, but she's asking you a question.
I'm fine. And you? Maybe.
Lady, she's asking you.
Sorry. Again, please repeat again.
Okay. I'm fine. I'm a little tired and lazy for today, but I'm fine. And you?
Yes, me too.
Okay.
I'm so tired, like a little tired. But I'm fine. I'm fine. I need to be happy.
That's a very
For the
good,
yes.
positive mental attitude. Hey, and if you didn't have these classes with me, which is Wednesday and Friday from 8 to 10 p.m., what would you be doing at this moment? You can
Mm,
answer my question. Alba, lady.
mm,
Questions about the subjects, about what?
No, I am asking you if you didn't have the class with me on Fridays from 8 to 10, because that's not a very usual time to study, you know. Well, Fridays, especially on Friday. What would you be doing at this moment? Understand my question? If you didn't have the class today at 8, from 8 to 10, what would you be doing?
in my case, I was working with with a little student. We are doing homeworks, the Nicolas homeworks, and no more.
You will be doing that now, Friday, if you weren't here with me at this moment.
In this moment, or all day.
No, 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 no. It's, you know that you have the class with me at this time, yes?
Yes.
From 8 to 10. Now, in the case that imagine that you didn't have this class, if you didn't have this class, what would you be doing?
For example,
Is
I will doing my tax, my UNAT tax, because I don't have more time for that. Uh, I always do my homework at night,
so
or maybe on Friday I can go out with my husband or my daughter.
but now you can do that because you are with me. I am feeling terrible.
Yes.
Okay. No, because for example, in my case, I would be uh, well today. I would be training kung fu. I would be here At 8:30, resting for a while. But I will be doing homework too. At night, I do homework.
Yes, me too, teacher.
You also do homework at night.
Yes, I do not documents.
Okay. Are you excellent students, Adonat?
Maybe. Maybe
Maybe, because I
I can
feel
try.
proud.
Try. I can try.
You can what?
I try. I try.
You try. Because let me tell you, I feel proud to say this, but I am an excellent student. Well,
Mm,
I don't, to be honest, I don't like to study very much, but I am very responsible with my homework.
Mm.
yes.
Yes, I always try to do my homework punctually, the best way.
But in this moment, teacher, are you studying at UNAD?
Yes, I am a student in the last semester.
Uh, um, when are you graduate?
Well, this is my plan. I am going to graduate. The thing is that I don't want to do the dissertation, the thesis. I don't want to do that for the undergraduate program. You know that UNAD offers other alternatives for the graduation. You know that, right?
Yes.
So I am going to take the 10 credit alternative for my
Mm,
graduate in the specialization. So
that's good.
yeah, in December I will be finishing my last semester, all the 160 credits for the undergraduate program. So I don't
But
have to study any more
but you
subjects.
but are you finished the 10 credits more?
Yeah, but I have to do that next year in the first semester. I am going to take the 10 credits of the specialization,
Yes.
and in December, hopefully, if everything goes right, in December, no, in the middle of the year, in June, July, I will be receiving my degree.
Oh, okay, okay. I understand. So in on December you finish the credits at your career, your degree.
Yes, 160 credits on my program.
But and one semester more you have take a 10 credits.
For the specialization, yes.
Oh, okay. My
And with
gosh.
those 10 credits, I can graduate.
Mm,
And one benefit of that is that in the middle of the year, I will receive my degree, my bachelor degree in
mm,
teaching English.
yeah.
But I will also have half of the specialization ready. Yeah, because the complete
On December the
specialization.
next year.
Yeah. So in the middle of the year, I will be completing 10 credits of the specialization for the graduation of the undergraduate program.
Yeah.
Then I have to take the other 11 credits because I have to complete 21 credits to have my full specialization. So in December next year, hopefully, I will be graduating in the specialization.
Oh, yes.
That is
Okay.
that's my master plan.
Yes, me too. I'm thinking this option, but I need to take a degree quickly, but I don't know. I don't know, maybe because I would like the next semester I would like to begin the practice,
The
but
first one,
the first one, yes, but I need to complete some requests. 120 credits. Um,
right?
and some courses, um, I don't know, say aprobado,
Uh, Passed or approved?
approved. Well, okay. Mm, but in this moment, I have 114 credits. And
114.
I, yes, and 14 or 17, I don't remember. And it maybe is possible that I can to begin the practice.
Mm,
How
No,
is the practice?
the first,
Or,
what?
or what do you think?
This is the first practice is um press is in present at the school, in the school at Bucaramanga, for example.
yeah.
And you are going to teach some grade in the school, but in anywhere, not is possible. The today or then in this month, um, say the only some schools that do not say.
Because in my case, I could, I mean, yes, they will not recommend some schools that are already certified and they have already been in the process, but I went through a process where I chose my institution where I wanted to do the practicum.
Yes, but yours, but you in I don't know, say in this year take a new rule.
New
Only some,
policy. Yeah.
yes, no new policy. They only choose the schools about the convenio.
They have an agreement.
Yes, have an agreement with UNED.
Oh, right. Oh,
It's more
thank God.
difficult. It's more difficult. It's
Yeah,
more difficult because, for example, in my case, I'm working at a bilingual institution. I would like to my practice in this institution, but
of course. Yes, I understand. Oh,
yes,
sorry for
I'm
you.
sad. I'm sad, but I'm waiting. I'm
Yes, of
waiting
course.
because I need to graduate and no more than that.
You're that I understand you really because I feel so tired. I don't want to study anymore. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Uh, you can take a rest in the any time, but you, for example, you watch TV, you are watching TV, but you are thinking that you are doing the homework at night. Oh my god.
Yes, of course. I don't like that.
Yes.
And Alba, what is your situation?
My situation. Uh, in this moment, I don't know how many credits I started. I think so that 67, 67 or
67.
70, 67 or I don't know, more or less,
Ah,
or 70. I don't know. Uh,
Clear.
the practice. Well, really, I don't ask nothing about that. But I live in a small village. So in this village, for example, there are four schools, to public, to private. I work in a private, but I don't know
Private.
private. I don't
Mm.
know how is the practice for this
Oh, okay.
remote place.
So you live in a village.
In the new policy say, if you can to do a practice, wait for a moment when you can. Oh my gosh, this is the new policy. Así tú
Wait
no,
for a moment.
sí, o sea, si tú no puedes hacerla en el momento que te las aprobaron, entonces espere hasta que pueda.
Ah, I can't believe it.
Yes, yes. And oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Yes,
So you have to
Um,
postpone your
i-
graduation.
yes. I'm talking about. I'm talking with Astrid. Astrid is a leader the practice at UNAT and national. The national. I don't know who is she, but that I'm talking with him. But it said this that sorry.
where can I watch this policy?
Um, they send in a mail.
Mhm.
In the mail.
Yes,
Oh, okay. Well,
it's more difficult. Oh,
really.
in this moment, I was angry, very very angry. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because that is going to hamper. Hamper is obstaculizar. That is going
Yes,
to hamper the process of many students.
yes, obviously, but that is obviously I don't know what is the decision because they I don't know think about us. I don't know.
Maybe because of all the paperwork, like
Yes,
papers here, papers there. Maybe because of
yes,
that.
yes. Many agreements, many agreements. It say that.
Yes, maybe because of that. Well, I'm sorry. Thank God. Last semester, I did my practicum number one, my pedagogical experience one,
Yes.
in an institution where I teach on Saturdays. I have been teaching in that institution for 18 years,
Oh,
all my life.
yes.
So I did my practicum there, and it was excellent. It was successful.
It, yes, and it's more practice. It's more comfortable for us.
Yeah, yeah. I know. Well, well, I think, girls, that nobody else is going to show up. We know that Melissa is not coming today, right? And I don't know what happened to Rosalba. Rosalba, she hasn't communicated with me. Mm, okay, let's. I'm gonna check the homework. Did you do it?
Yes, I did it.
Yes, but I don't understand very good. But I try.
Oh no, don't worry. We can check it here and make the corrections. The most important is uh, that you try. That's it. You try to do it. I'm gonna share my screen. I don't want to show you my tired face anymore. Can you see my? We got here. Oh, okay. We finished yesterday, and I just enough. On Wednesday, the scenery match. Yeah,
Tuesday.
7 point.
we go to the 7 point. We got put these words into the spaces in the paragraph below.
Yes.
We have some words like voted, harmful, promise, eviction, ban, crisis, part, and campaign. Well, okay. Who wants to start reading? One person does the paragraph number one, and the other person does the paragraph number two. Who wants to begin?
Lady.
Okay.
Okay.
So tell
Um,
me.
maybe the answer are wrong. I don't know.
Ah, yeah, but no, don't worry. We'll
Okay.
make the correction here.
France has both.
So it's gonna be lady. So Alba no. Alba.
Alba say lady.
Ah yes. Ah
Yes.
okay.
It is a volunteer for today.
Yes.
Ah okay okay. So France
Has I don't know say both
vo- voted.
Oh,
voted. France has voted to ban smartphone and personal tablets from schools.
For some personal tablets from school. Okay.
Yes. Lawmakers,
We,
lawmakers.
we, we made the corrections later, okay? You do it. You just tell me what you think it is
Ah,
right.
okay. Okay. Lawmakers campaign over 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 her mainly. I don't know. By say 62-1 commanded to prohibit students aged between 3 and 15 from even bringing their device to school.
Okay, so campaigned overwhelmingly,
Overwhel-
overwhelmingly
Overwhelmingly.
by
Overwhelmingly.
61 on Monday to prohibit students aged
eh,
between 3 and 15 from even bringing their devices to school.
device to school, yes.
The ban,
The ban, the ban is promise of a campaign to reduce addiction to electronics.
the ban is promise.
No,
The ban is promise.
I don't know. But or
Okay,
it
no
is
problem.
harmful. No, I don't know.
No, it's okay. Let's complete the first paragraph and later we discuss if it is right or if it is wrong. Okay? But don't worry. Continue.
Okay.
Of a
It
campaign.
fulfills uh, it fulfills a campaign part made by French President Emmanuel Macron in 2017.
A campaign ban. You
Part,
say part.
part.
Okay, part. Yes. Sorry, yeah, part.
Mm, the next one
Yeah,
is
Emmanuel
that
Macron.
on the Albita.
No, but finish the first
no,
paragraph.
I don't have kitty.
Oh, I
Finish,
okay,
finish, finish the first paragraph.
okay,
What you think? Don't worry. If you do it wrong, we've made the corrections. Don't worry.
okay. French Minister of National Education Jean-Michel Blanquer also be-
Also,
bo- bo- also voted for the ban, saying devices were addiction to children development.
okay.
Um, he
Or
called
addiction.
yes,
Okay.
he called mobile device a public health harmful and said the law protects children from the phenomenon of screen crisis and the phenomenon of bad mobile phone use.
The phenomenon of bad mobile phone use. Okay. And do you agree, Alba?
No, teacher.
You disagree with her?
Yes, for example, in second, I write bullet,
Margaret
bullet,
Voted.
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 Lawmakers voted
Voted. Overwhelmingly by 60 to
by
1.
one on Monday to prohibit students aged between 3 and 50 from even bringing their devices to school. The ban is part of a campaign to reduce addiction to electronics. It
Ban
fulfills
is part
part, ban is part.
of a campaign to
Uh,
reduce addiction to electronics. It fulfills a campaign.
for promise made by French President Emmanuel Macron in 2017, French Minister of National Education Jean-Michel Blanquer also campaigned for the ban, saying devices were harmful to children's development. He called mobile device a public health crisis and said the law protects children from the phenomenon of screen addiction.
Okay, wait a minute. You say here what were harmful.
Harmful. Number six, harmful.
Children's development. He called mobile devices a public health
Crisis. Crisis?
crisis.
Is good?
Crisis.
Crisis.
Right. Yeah.
And that protects children for the
Crisis.
phenomenon of screen
Addiction.
addiction.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have different. Oh, very different. You only agree with her in the first one.
In the first one. Only the
Yes. What is
Okay,
that?
now
What are the answers, teacher? Please.
okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. So France has voted to ban. Excellent. This one is good.
Ah,
To ban
only-
smartphones and personal tablets from schools. Lawmakers uh, voted. Oh,
oh my
sorry.
gosh.
Lawmakers voted overwhelmingly by 60 to 1 on Monday to prohibit students aged between 3 and 15 from even bringing their devices to school. The ban, the ban is part. Yeah, it's part. It's okay. The ban
Okay.
is part of a campaign to reduce addiction to electronics. It fulfills a campaign, say it fulfills a campaign part or a campaign promise. It fulfills a campaign promise,
promise.
Yes. Oh,
yes, made by French President Emmanuel Macron in 2017. French Minister of National Education Jean-Michel Blanquer also campaigned. Yeah, very good.
Campaign.
Also campaigned. Oh, sorry, lady. For the ban saying the devices were harmful. Yeah, harmful to children's development. He called mobile devices a public health crisis. Yeah,
Crisis.
that's
Oh,
okay.
perfect for me.
And said the law protects children from the phenomenon of screen addiction. Screen addiction. Okay. And the phenomenon of bad mobile phone use. Well, okay. Made the corrections, lady.
yes. Yes.
No problem. But good. You tried, and that was important. That you at least you tried and you did it.
Yes.
Well, tell me you. It's your turn, Alba.
Okay.
Second paragraph.
Okay. The new ban stands a previous law made in 2010 that meant students could not use their devices in lessons. There are exceptions to the ban for students with disabilities and for using devices in the classroom for extracurricular activities. Many lawmakers do not believe the ban is enough to bring about change. They believe the ban is little more than a publicity stunt. Application of the ban to students aged 15 and older will depend on the policy,
Policy.
policy, policy of individual schools. Experts have found that the increased use of mobile device cause
Causes.
cyber addiction,
Cyber addiction.
causes cyber addiction, sleep disruption, and bullying.
Yes.
Opponents of the ban say it is a backward steps and will not lead to an increase in learning.
Uh, backwards. Say backwards what?
Number
Step.
what?
Backwards step.
Yes, steps.
Okay. Uh, and what do you think, lady? Do you agree
Mm,
with her?
yes, but in the first, I
Yeah.
I put, but I think that that is my wrong. I put policy, policy.
Policy.
Yeah.
Put policy in the first one. Okay. That's and the rest.
The rest is similar to the answer to Albita.
Okay. Similar to Alvita's answers.
Yes, Albita. Yes.
Okay, let's make the correction. Say the new ban extends a policy law, extends a previous law.
Okay.
I say
Uh,
previous. Say.
yes, it's previous. Okay, say previous law. Yeah, made in 2010 that meant the students could not use their devices in lesson. There are there are exceptions.
Yes.
Yeah, there are exceptions to the ban for students with disabilities and for using devices in the classroom for extracurricular
Okay.
activities. Many lawmakers do not believe the ban is enough. Yes, the ban is enough to bring about change. They believe the ban is a little more than a publicity stunt. Application of the ban to students aged 15 and older will depend on the policy of individual schools. Okay. Experts have found that the increased use of mobile devices causes cyber addiction, sleep disruption, and bullying. Opponents of the ban say it is a backward step and will not lead to an increase in learning. All right. Yes, good, good. Very good. You remember that we did an activity here of true or false?
Mm,
Remember that we did it just on Wednesday.
yes.
Now we can compare to see if the answers are really true or false according to the reading. So read number one, lady.
The true or false?
Yeah, read
Uh,
it and we find it in the reading and we later we compare. Okay.
okay.
Look, lawmakers.
Lawmakers voted 62-1 to ban smartphone in schools.
Yeah, let's see it in the reading when it says
The question?
uh, lawmakers campaign. Sorry, voted overwhelmingly by
Yes, true.
62-1 on Monday to prohibit the students aged between 3 and 15 from even bringing their devices to school. So it's true
Yes.
or false?
True.
It's true. Yeah. Children over the age of 15 will not be able to use smartphones. Children over the age of 15 will not be able to use smartphones. True or false?
True.
Application of ban to students age 15 and older will depend on the policy of individual schools.
Yes.
Experts have found that the increased use of mobile devices causes severe addiction, sleep disruption. So, it's true or false? Application of the ban of the prohibition to students aged 15 and older will depend on the policy of individual schools. Will
Yes.
depend on the
True.
policy. Children over age of 15 will not be able to use smartphones.
Yes. No.
What do you think? Yes or no? What do you
Yes.
think, Alba?
About number three, number two,
Number two,
children, children with the
you
age.
say will not be able to use smartphones. The children age 15 or
Mm,
over. It says here,
false.
it says here, uh, application of the ban to students age 15 and older
Um,
will depend on the
mm,
policy of individual schools.
false.
So it's false. Okay, false. It says here, number three, Alba.
French president made a promise in 2015 to ban smartphones. Uh, false.
It's false.
False.
It says here, it fulfills a campaign promise made by French President Emmanuel Macron in 2017. So the promise was made by the president in 2017, no 15.
Teacher, I have a question. For the
What?
day you have to say, you can say 2000 and, for example, 2018 and 18 or 2018.
No, 2018. You don't say an 18, 2018. No, you say 2018,
Okay.
2015, etc. Yes. But you can say 2015. That's what you said before. Yeah, but I am used to saying 2015, for example. That's the way I. But many people say 2015. Both are correct. Okay, lady,
Yes. An education minister called mobile device a
a
health
private
crisis. Private health crisis.
crisis. Yes. True or false?
This is um,
He, say he called mobile devices a public health crisis. Who is he?
is false. It's false
Who is
because
he?
who is he?
Blanquer. That is
Uh,
a French minister. The French minister Jean-Michel Blanquer also campaigned for the ban, saying devices were harmful to children's development. He called the mobile devices a public health crisis.
yes, this is false.
An education minister, an
Mm,
education minister, a French minister of national education.
yes,
So
it's
it's
true.
false.
No, but
It's
it's
true.
a
It's true.
private.
Education minister.
A private health crisis.
Yes,
Mm,
Ah, yeah, public.
yes, to say public, not
Yes,
private.
yes. It's true,
mm,
Alba.
for debate. Ah,
See,
yes.
We failed. We failed. Yeah. Yeah. Very good, lady. One for you. One for you. So Alba and I failed. Yeah, we were not paying attention. Good, good.
Teacher.
Alba,
Uh, Smartphones were banned for using devices in lessons in 2017. Uh,
in 2017, it fulfills a campaign promise made by French President Emmanuel Macron in 2017. Is it true or is it false?
false. False.
The ban is part of a campaign to reduce addiction to electronics. It fulfills a campaign promise made by French President Emmanuel Macron in 2017. The prohibition, is part of a campaign to reduce addiction to electronics. They say smartphones were banned from using devices in lessons in 2017. So this happened in 2017, no?
Mhm.
Yes.
Uh, so you say it's false?
False.
Why false?
Because because it was prohibited or banned in, I don't know. Yes, 2017. It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true, it's true. Smartphones were banned from using devices in lessons. In lessons in 2017. In lessons or in schools?
In school, from
Reduce
school.
addiction to electronics. It fulfills a campaign promise made by the French Minister of National Education. Also, the campaign for the ban saying devices were harmful to children's development. He called mobile devices public health and said the law protects children from the phenomenon of screen crisis addiction, the phenomenon of bad mobile phone use. So I think it's well, I don't know, false. Because it says here, it says smartphones were banned from using devices in lessons in 2017. But remember that it says here that, mm, let me see where it say that, second paragraph. It says here, the new ban extends a previous law made by 2010, law made in 2010 that meant students could not use their devices in lessons, but it was in 2010. But the policy continued, was extended in
Yes.
2017. Also, it's true.
It's true. Yes.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Students with disabilities may be able to use smartphones.
Yes. True.
True.
Yes.
It's true.
In the paragraph said, the second paragraph said, the new ban stands up previously. Wait. There are exceptions to the ban for students with disabilities and for using devices in the classroom for extracurricular activities. No?
Yes. Yeah, okay. It says here students with disabilities may be able to use a smartphone. So it's true, right?
Yes. True.
Yes.
Schools can decide their own policy for students age 15 and over. Schools can decide their own policy for students age 15 and over.
It's true.
It's true.
Yes.
Yes.
It says here, they believe the ban is a little more than a publicity stunt. Application of ban to students age 15 and older will depend on the policy of individual schools. Right.
Yes, it's true.
This is the question that we had on Wednesday. Policy of schools, like a manual de convivencia.
Right.
You can
Can
say
be.
police.
Well, that policy is a política. Una política. You say, says, well, a minute. Students can, it says here, uh, application of the ban, la aplicación de la prohibición a estudiantes de edades 15 y mayores dependerá de las políticas de escuelas en particular, algunas escuelas en particular, right? So policy is like política. Okay. Well, the last one. People who disagree with the ban say it will not increase learning.
Yes, it's true.
It
Yes, it's true.
says
The final paragraph. Opponents of the ban say it is backward step and will not let an increase in learning.
increase in learning.
Increase in learning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay. Okay, it's true. Well, okay, excellent. Uh,
was a little difficult.
it was a little difficult. Yeah, it's reading comprehension. It's reading comprehension. Yeah. Please don't read the paper. I'm going to ask you these questions and you tell me the answers, okay? But don't read the papers. It's what you remember from the reading, okay? You say, how many lawmakers voted against the ban?
62.
62 one.
Yes,
No,
62, 1, yes. 62 lawmakers voted, yes? But please give me the complete answer. So how many lawmakers voted against the ban? Complete
lawma-
answer.
lawmakers voted 60. Voted
You
62
say,
one to the one to the one. I
you
don't
say
know.
62 lawmakers voted against the ban. Yeah?
Ah, okay.
You say lawmakers voted overwhelmingly by 62-1 on Monday to prohibit the students. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So you say 62 lawmakers voted against the ban. Yes?
Yes.
Alba, what did Emmanuel Macron make during 2017 election?
Mm, Emmanuel Macron reduced addiction to electronics during the 2017 election.
He he reduced addiction to electronics. Say he fulfilled a campaign promise in 2017. Él cumplió, ¿ya? Una promesa. What did Emmanuel Macron make during the 2017 election? Says for the ban saying devices were, yeah, he fulfilled a promise. Okay. The ban is a part of a campaign to reduce addiction to electronics. Okay. So the campaign is about the reduction of addiction to electronics, and he fulfilled this campaign promise in 2017. Okay, well, yes, it's part of the answer. Yeah. What did Emmanuel Macron make during the 2017 election? Okay, he reduced the addiction to electronics. Lady, what did France's education minister say the devices harmed?
And the France's education minister say saying to device
The
say
devices harmed
say the devices harm the children's development.
children's development.
Yes.
Okay,
No,
Alba, yes or no?
I don't remember very good, but the final say children's development. But
Okay.
the verb is not say is in gerund. I don't remember complete the sentence.
It says Jean-Michel Blanquer also campaigned for the ban, saying devices were harmful to children's
Ah,
development.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
You say,
same.
what did France education minister say? The devices harmed. The devices harmed. Yes. Say children's development.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and device.
Alba, what kind of crisis did the education minister talk about?
Mm, the education minister talked about mobile devices and public health.
What kind of crisis did the education minister talk about? The education minister talked about the public health crisis.
Mobile devices and public
Yeah. It says he called the mobile devices a public health crisis and said that the law protects children from the phenomenon of screen addiction and the phenomenon of bad mobile phone use. So yeah, the kind of crisis that the education minister talked about was the public health crisis. Yeah.
Yes.
What was the second phenomenon the education minister described?
The second phenomenon education minister described. The first is bad phones and um, phenomenon phenomenon scream. The first is phenomenon scream, and the second phenomenon is bad phone bad.
The bad phone use.
Ah, okay.
It says the law protection phenomenon of a screen addiction. That is
Ah,
the first, the screen addiction. And the second phenomenon is the bad mobile phone use.
okay.
The bad phone use, the bad mobile phone use.
I ate
Okay,
one word.
yes. When was a previous law made?
the previous law made in 2010.
The previous law was
Law
made
just
in 2010.
mhm.
The previous law was made in 2010. Okay. The next one, for whom might there be exceptions to the smartphone ban? Say
Um,
exceptions to a smartphone ban.
yeah, okay. The
Or you say, sorry,
the smartphone
there there might be exceptions. Say there might be
there might be exceptions. The
to the smart
children's.
to the mar
Students with disabilities.
to the smartphone ban for students with disabilities.
Ah, okay.
Remember, that is, they are
Yes.
gonna have an
Yes, yes,
exception.
yes, 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 yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes. What did many lawmakers call the ban?
A harmful.
Lawmakers call the ban stunt.
Mm, Wait a minute. It says lawmakers do not believe that the ban is enough to bring about change. They believe that ban is a little more than a publicity stunt. Publicity stunt is the publicity made by attracting people to attract people.
Yeah.
What it says here, wait a minute. The devices to school the ban is compared to the ban devices were engaged. The ban saying they were engaged in health teachers. He called mobile devices. He called mobile devices a public health crisis. What did many lawmakers call the ban? But it says lawmakers believe that the ban is just a publicity stunt. Okay, yes, it's a publicity stunt, yes. What did the article say mobile devices did to sleep?
The article say
Mm.
mobile devices. The article say
You remember?
I don't
the
know.
article say mobile device
This article.
disruption sleep.
Yes, this is the problem that causes the to people sleep disruption.
Yes.
Sleep disruption.
Disruption.
Mobile devices causes cyber addiction and sleep disruption. The problem is the disruption. And what did opponents of the ban call it?
Mm, mm. Now, the opponents of the one call it. Mm,
A backward step.
Backward steps.
yes.
Opponents say that it's a backward step. It's going backwards. Instead of improving, progressing is going backwards.
Going down.
Okay. Well, this is all about the activity, but I have another activity for today. This is just the homework. We took a little bit uh, time with this, but there is another topic for today. It's not very long. Okay.
Okay, teacher. Is 11 past 9.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yes,
it's not gonna
the
take long.
English class is disruption sleep for later.
Oh
Yes,
my God.
I'm going to sleep.
You're making me feel terrible.
Yes.
Students,
It,
I have a question. While I find the activity, wait a minute.
the
I have
second
a question.
conditional, no?
Do you have yes. Did you download the activity?
Yes.
Yeah, it's about second conditional.
Mm,
Students, my question, what I mean. Do you have any problem? I have to consult this with the other students. Do you have any problem
why,
if
teacher?
if we change the classes to Tuesday, Thursday from 8 to 10?
All day you teach in these hours,
Uh, what? Can you repeat?
are you are you teaching English all days? from Tuesday to Friday.
No, no. I work in a company. The thing is that
Ah,
is Wednesday, Friday, especially Friday. Maybe it's a heavy day for you at this time. It's Friday, starting until maybe 10 p.m. So I have a proposal, but only if you accept. Of course, I have to consult with Melissa and Rosalba if they agree, and the
yes.
other student, but the other student has never shown up. But if you agree and you don't have any problem, can we move the classes to Tuesday and Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m.? Do you have any problem with that?
For me, maybe on Thursday.
Is a problem
Thursday.
for you on Thursday?
Yes.
Okay, and what do you think, Alba?
Well, on Thursday, I had a meeting at 7 until 9.
Ah, well, no, no, okay, no, no problem. Yes, it was just a proposal,
Or
only if you can take it. But if there is any problem with only one student, no, we don't accept it. So we continue this schedule. Okay.
but I would like I would like Tuesday and Thursday. Mm, but
Tuesday and Thursday.
yes, I like it.
Yes, I
Or
prefer that schedule too. But sorry, we can take it because Alba can't. Because Alba has a meeting on Thursday until 9, so it's not possible for her. So no, we continue with this schedule, no problem. Okay.
Okay.
Well, second conditional.
Yes.
Look at this example. If I had a lot of money, if I had a lot of money, this is
Yes.
what I would do. I would buy a big house with a swimming pool.
With the hot weather.
All right.
with a big house.
I would drive a Lamborghini at high speed. Ah, and I would travel to many countries in the world.
Yes.
These are the three things I would do if I had a lot of money. I am very selfish, no? I don't think about other people.
Yes.
Okay, so these are my dreams, but I don't fulfill these dreams so far because I don't have a lot of money.
Wow.
What would you do, students, if you had a lot of money? Give me your examples. The same. You say, if I had,
Okay. Alvita, you're first.
If I had a lot of money, I will mejorar. How do you say mejorar?
I would
My
Improve.
house.
improve. You would improve.
But for my house is applicate. You can apply mejorar.
Uh, no, I don't understand. What do you say?
Mejorar my house.
Ah, okay.
Building,
If I
finish.
had a lot of money, I would invest maybe
Yeah, you can say invest in
in
my
my
house.
in my house. Invertiría en mi casa. I would invest in my house.
Yes.
Or you can say I would improve. Yeah, you can say I would improve my house.
Yes.
Yeah, you would invest in, I don't know, in repairing or modifying my house, changing my house, like, yeah, improve my house. Okay, good, good. What else? Alba, if I had a lot of money,
If I would travel to United States for improve my English.
if you had a lot of money,
If I had a lot of money, yes.
okay. And what else? No more?
Mm,
But we're talking
I
about
have
a lot of money. I mean,
a lot.
a lot of money.
No,
It's
I
not
never
10
think
million
about it.
pesos. I'm talking about, for example, for example, yeah, also, let's say
1,000
uh,
million.
10,000 million pesos, you know?
Mm, mm,
So you would repair your house, you would travel to the United States, no more.
no more.
Okay, lady, what about you?
Yes, I will travel to England and the other countries in Europe, European.
Yes.
Um, I will buy a big house and a horse.
You would buy a big house and a horse.
Yes, a beautiful
Oh,
horse.
a beautiful horse.
Yes,
You like horses?
yes. I like. My dream is it has it will have one.
Is to have one in the future. You want to have a horse.
Yes, and the other one I will travel with my family in my vacation. All vacation, all the time.
Oh, okay. Eh, all
The
right,
kitty
nice,
is
nice.
hungry.
What?
The kitty is hungry.
Yes, you know what? I feel so sorry for my cat. The cat has been coming to interrupt my class, like saying, "Hey, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry." Of course, I'm not paying attention. I am making signs to my cat. So I'm gonna show. What a minute. Yeah, the cat is very, 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 very hungry, very much. The cat is coming here, and I say, I do that to my
Let
cat,
me see the
and then
cat
I,
picture. Let me see.
and then I caress my cat. This is my cat.
Oh, it's big.
He's
Oh,
a big cat. Say hello. This is Timothy.
Timothy.
Timothy, are you hungry?
Yes, he's very hungry.
Your father is bad.
Yes, Timothy, are you very hungry? Yeah,
Um,
he's very hungry. Okay. Uh, I well, we are finishing. Well, the cat. Can you give me 1 minute?
yes, yes, go.
Yes, I will go running. I will come back because the cat is really, really hungry. He has been coming like for maybe 1 hour here.
Don't
Wait,
worry.
okay, give me a second. Wait.
Okay, okay.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ah, ready. I remember my tutor told me, I remember, hey, students, practicing students, Tell your wives or your parents or your family do not interrupt your classes. And if you have cats or pets, please close your doors. Try not the pets to interrupt your classes. And it was like, oh my God, stress here. No, the cat is interrupting my class.
Okay, doesn't matter, teacher.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so uh, let's advance with this for a minute. Say here. Second conditional. Can you please read that, Alba?
Second conditional. The second conditional is formed by two clauses.
Uh-huh.
The clause with if, gas in simple past, and the second clause gas with good.
It's examples.
Examples: if plus sample past. If I had wings,
Uh-huh.
good plus sample simple front
Simple,
of the verb.
simple form of the verb. Okay. That is,
If I had wings, I would
uh, for example,
If I had wings, I would fly like a bird.
you fly like a bird. Yeah,
Bird.
good. Uh, you understand, right? If plus simple past, so I say if I had. Always the part that goes with if is in simple past for the second condition.
yes.
And the second part that is would is always with the simple form of the verb. Okay,
Yes. Okay.
so I say I would fly like a bird,
Yes.
right? Yes.
Right.
So if I had wings, I would fly like a bird. If Lucy was here, the past of the verb to be,
Hmm. She will be
she would be happy. Yeah. That is the construction. The construction is very simple. It's just to remember that the verb in past is with a if clause,
happy. Yes.
and the verb in simple form always with would in the second clause. So now the uses. Can you please read that, lady?
Okay. First, we can use it to talk about things in the future that are probably not going to be true. Maybe I'm imagining some dream or having a fantasy.
Yes, good.
Yes. Um,
Some examples.
okay, if I won the lottery, I would buy a big house. Mm, I probably won't win the lottery. Lottery. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
In the,
You know that to win the lottery, I mean, it's really difficult. It's something
yes.
almost impossible. It's not impossible, but it's really really hard.
Yes.
So it
It's
says
a
here,
fantasy.
yeah. Then when you think sometimes when do you buy the lottery or no?
Baloto.
No.
You buy
So,
it?
yes.
Okay, for example, when you buy the lottery or things like this, you begin to dream, no? To have
Yes.
fantasies of the activities or the things that you would do with that money. With that money, I would travel, I would help my family, I would do this, I would do that. So you
Yes.
say, if I won the very past the lottery, I would buy a big house.
Yes.
I probably won't win the lottery. Yes, probably no. That's why it says first we can use it to talk about things in the future that are probably not going to be true.
Oh,
Maybe I am imagining some dream or having a fantasy. Yeah.
yes.
Second, Lalva, can you read that one?
If I met the Queen of England, I would say hello. That's not very likely to happen.
Yeah, that's not very likely. Likely is like probable. That is not very probable to happen. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe I will never meet the Queen of England in my life. It's not impossible, but It's very remote. A lady,
She would travel all over the world if she were rich. She is not rich in real life.
this is a situation that is contrary to the reality. I say she would
Yes.
travel all over the world if she were rich. The thing is that in the real life, she's
Yes.
poor. She's not rich.
She were or she was teacher? She were.
Okay, yes. I will explain that in a moment, okay? She would
Uh,
travel all over the world. Notice something here. I'm going to tell you after this example. Alba, read.
She will pass the exam if she ever started. She never studies, so this won't happen.
Yeah, she would pass the exam if she ever studied. The reality is that she never studies. So the most likely situation is that she will never pass that test.
The
Yeah.
exam.
okay.
I'm going to clarify something here for you. You know that the conditional now is formed by two clauses, yes?
Yes.
If we begin, if we if we begin with the if clause, you know, the if clause, I have to put a comma. Yeah, I have to put it. It's obligatory. It's mandatory. And
Uh,
the second part is with would. Yes. But what happens, for example, if I start with the would part, I can say I would invest
in my
in
house.
my house
If I
if
have
I had a lot of money.
it, is that doesn't put the comma.
No. Yes. When you begin with the if, sorry, with the would part, if I begin with the would part, because it's the same thing, that
Yes.
means that the second part, that is if, you know,
Yes.
uh, I don't separate it by comma, like in the first example, right?
Yes.
I put the comma only when I begin with if. That's
Yes.
one clarification for you.
Teacher, but the verb in the sentence say she will travel all over the world in the if she were Albita say were or was.
Okay, okay. Yes, I will explain that in a moment. Wait a minute.
Ah, okay.
Okay, can you read, Alba?
Second, we can use it to talk about something in present, which is impossible because it's not true.
Some
Some
examples.
examples. If I had his number, I will call him. I don't have his number now, so it's impossible for me to call him now.
Yes, that's the situation. Is the second use of the conditional is to talk about the situations in the present which is impossible because it's not true. So it's impossible, for example, for me to call him at this moment because I don't have his telephone number at this moment. So when I want to express the contrary to that real situation, I have to use the second conditional. So I say, if I had his number, I would call him, but I don't call him because I don't have his number, right? Second lady, read example.
If I were you, I wouldn't go out with that man woman. This is a piece of advice. I'm
I'm
not
not
you,
you.
but they recommend something putting myself in your situation. I don't understand.
Okay, say, if I were you,
Ah, okay.
because I am not you. Yeah,
Yes.
lady, you are you and I am I. So,
Yes.
but if I were you, I wouldn't go out with that man. Yeah.
Yes.
What is the situation? The situation is that, well, this is a piece of advice. Advice is consejo. This is a piece of advice.
Yes.
I am not you. Of course, no. You are an individual person different from me. So, but I recommend something putting myself in your situation. I mean, if I put myself in your situation,
Mm,
I wouldn't do that. I mean, I wouldn't go out with that man. That man is not convenient for you. But you make your decision, so it's your decision. It's only a recommendation that I give you.
okay.
Notice, this is the answer to your question, Alba. It is possible to use
Yes.
where
Oh.
indistinctly for the personal pronouns I, he, she, and it.
Mm-hmm.
You can say, if I was a millionaire, or you can say, if I were a millionaire,
Oh.
is indistinct. My life would be very different from what it is like now, right? I mean, you know, let me clarify this here. You know that the conjugation, you know that the conjugation of the verb to be is I was, no? That's the normal conjugation. You
You
were,
were. He
he
was.
was,
She was.
She
she
was.
was,
He was.
We are.
it was,
We were.
we were,
They
They
were.
were.
you were in plural, and they
Uh,
were. Yes? This is
yes.
the conjugation. Notice that we have was for the third person and the first person singular. Yeah?
Mhm.
Yes.
That is the normal conjugation of the verb to be. You have to respect that conjugation always. But in conditional, it's accepted to say, if you say if, you can say if I was. But the rule says that, okay, if you want to say where, only in conditional you can say where. Yeah? And it's the same. You understand?
Yes.
Yes.
So you say, if he was, no problem. You can say if he was, it's okay. It's not incorrect. But you can say if he were. It's possible.
Mm,
Only in conditional, okay?
okay.
In the normal conjugation of the verb to be in past, you don't say, he were my friend. No, that is
Mhm.
incorrect. Say,
Okay.
he was my friend. That is the conjugation. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, can you read this example, lady?
If he were, sorry, if he were our president, this country would have better opportunities. Our
Okay.
president, yes. Uh,
Yes.
yes.
Alba,
If she was were my girlfriend, I would be the happiest man in the world.
I will
Uh,
be the happiest man in the world. Yes. Lady,
if it was my birthday today, I would be eating a lot. And my birthday is that's 23.
your birthday is on the 23rd
Yes,
October.
October.
Oh, we have to celebrate. Let me see.
I
The
I
20.
will be eating a lot.
But
I will
it's,
be give many gifts.
yes. But it's a Tuesday,
That's
lady, it's a
yes,
Tuesday.
yes.
It's one day before the class, but we have to celebrate on the 24th, okay?
Okay, okay.
Well, yes, good. Oh, sorry. Answer the following questions using the structure of the conditional and based on the images presented. Well, that is gonna be for later. Now, I want to leave homework to you, but we're going to practice a little bit so you can understand the dynamic of the activity. So I need you to, for the next class, you do some homework, which is to make questions using the structure of the condition and say, for example, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do if you, for example, uh, could travel in time? What would you do if you could travel in time? This is a, like a hypothetical situation. People in the real life don't travel in time. I mean, they can travel to the future or they can travel to the past. But imagine that we have that technology. Imagine that we could travel in time. So, in that hypothetical situation, what would you do? So, I need you to give me the answer complete. You say, if I could travel in time,
Yeah,
comma, I would, and you tell me the options. What would you do?
I would go to San Andres Island.
San Andres Island.
No, maybe.
But why to go to San Andres Island if you could travel in time?
No.
No, well, yeah, okay, if you want, but to San Andres Island, 100 years in the future or 100 years in the past?
In the future, I will.
Yes, because it's traveling time.
Okay. I will travel. I don't know. Say it. I will traveling.
I would travel. Remember that the very simple form. I say
Uh,
would. When I have would, the very simple form. If I could travel in time, I would travel to say 100 years in the
okay. Okay.
future,
Yes.
for example.
Now I understand. Okay. Yes.
So tell me, what would you do?
Mm, I will. I will come
You,
come come back. No, come back to 60 years.
50, 60,
60.
60.
No,
I
90.
would
90 years.
in the 90s or the 60s? I don't know.
90s, 90s. I'll go back.
To the 90s. You will go
Yes,
back to the 90s.
yes.
The 90s. Why? What is it interesting about the 90s?
Because I like the music.
Ah, you like the music of the 90s.
My
Oh,
mom,
okay.
my mom listening all the time this music and okay, I'm there.
You learn from your mother.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what about you, Alba?
If I could travel in time, I would start in 10 years ago.
You would you would go back to the
To
2000 to
study?
study.
I would study.
So you would go back to the past, yes?
Yes, the past.
10 years in the past.
Hmm.
Uh, well, okay, that's okay. But if I had the opportunity to travel in time, I would go to the Jesus, you know, say Jesus, the Jesus age.
Hmm.
I would go back to the Jesus age, to meet him. In my case, well, that's personal, no? If I could travel in time, it would be very interesting for me to go back in the Jesus age and say, "Oh my God, you're Jesus. Jesus, I come from the future and I have many questions for you." I would ask him many questions.
Teacher, this is a dream.
Yes, of course, it's my dream. It's my fantasy. And wouldn't you, don't you feel curiosity to what kind of questions I would ask Jesus?
Me, I'm not.
No, like, don't you feel, because I'm telling you, I would travel to the Jesus age, me in my case. Don't you feel curiosity to know what kind of questions I would ask Jesus Christ?
Yes, I do. Tell me, teacher.
Huh?
Tell me, teacher, what questions?
Okay. No, but if you don't feel curiosity, I don't tell you the questions. No problem.
For me,
Yes,
I
we are
did, I did,
curious.
I
I
would, I
believe
would,
at the I don't know say the Biblia,
the Bible.
Bible. Yes, I believe at the Bible.
You believe in the Bible?
Yes.
Well, I would ask him, Jesus, uh, does the devil really exist? Jesus, did God really send you here to die for the sins of mankind? You understand my questions?
The second no, teacher.
Yes.
Did God, did God send you? Because you know that Jesus is
Yes.
the
Yes.
Son of God, yeah? He said, did God send you here to die for the sins of mankind? He said, ¿realmente te envió Dios aquí a morir por los pecados del mundo? Yeah. I would ask him that question. You say,
But the answer are in the Biblia.
in the Bible. No,
Bible.
but I don't want to read the Bible. I want Jesus Christ directly telling me this.
No, it's so bored.
No, but these my questions. Okay, so another question. Say, what would you do if you could fly like Superman? What would you do if you could fly like Superman? You say, "This teacher, I would fly."
Um, if I could fly like Superman,
Yes.
I would I would I will be in my classes on time.
You'll
Yes.
be in your classes on time.
Yes.
That's a good answer, yeah. If I could fly like Superman, I wouldn't have to ask for a visa.
Visa?
Yes, I wouldn't have to ask for, no tendría que pedir. I wouldn't have to ask for the visa.
Yes.
Visa to go to the United States. Nah, what visa? I can fly like Superman. I don't need any visa. Yeah. Okay, the homework, girls, the homework is just create only 5 questions, no more. 5 questions, but interesting questions, okay? When I say interesting questions, are questions that we can think of, that we can give very, very good answers. I mean, I'm going to give you an example of the kind of question that I don't want you to make. Don't bring these questions, please. Say, what would you do if you let's say, what would you do if you could drink coffee now?
This is
Uh,
simple.
this question is okay. Yeah, the structure is good. What would you do if you could drink a coffee now? But this
Now
is not a very interesting question. You understand?
Yeah.
we
Like,
can change for if you could drink 10 barrels of wine.
If you could drink 10 bottles of wine, okay,
or
possibly,
wine?
yeah,
Wine,
possibly.
wine,
It's more
water,
interesting
wine.
for the teacher.
10 bottles of wine. Yeah, try to think of really interesting questions, you know, like say something like, not necessarily what would you do. You can say, for example, where would you go, if you had the ability, and sorry, ability is in Spanish with H, ability to teleport, you know? What would you do if you had the ability to teleportate? You understand the question?
Yes. Teacher, you use had, and could. What use?
Teleportate,
Yes.
teleportation. Travel or move from one place to another place. You're asking me that, what is it? That I use,
If you had the ability, is maybe it's possible use the verb had or only could.
oh, you can say, yeah, you can say
Uh,
if you could teleportate,
okay.
yes?
Yeah.
Or if you had a teleportation machine. So this is an interesting question.
Yeah.
Where would you go if you had a teleportation machine?
Like a movie.
Like in the movies, yeah.
Mhm.
I am just giving you ideas, no? What would you do? Or, for example, yeah, what would you do if you saw a ghost? This is an interesting
Hmm.
question. Yeah. So you understand the idea?
Yes.
Yes.
These questions, so for example, if Alba brings 5 questions, these 5 questions are for Lady or for Melissa. And then if Melissa asks the 5 questions are for Alba, for Melissa, for me, etc. Yes?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have any questions, students?
No.
No questions.
No.
Okay, so we can finish the session today. So you can go and relax. Sorry to interrupt your routines, your life with your
No.
husband, your daughter,
No.
with my class, your food.
Timothy.
Timothy interrupted my classes. Sorry for Timothy. I have 2 cats. This is Timothy,
Mm.
but Timothy always begs for food. Abigail respects more. Abigail is the sister.
Abigail.
Ah.
We have Timothy, I call him Tim, and Abby. Abby is Abigail, but she's very, very, like quiet. She's always there around sleeping, but she doesn't beg for food like Tim. Tim always desperate. Tim is always, "Hey, father, give me food, give me food, give me food." Oh, but Abigail is more tolerant with that, so she waits until I go and give her the food.
This is men. Men.
Yeah,
This
men
is
are very
me.
complicated with this. Yes. Students, thank you very much for being here with me. Have a very nice long weekend. Relax. It's a long weekend.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have plans for the weekend?
Mm, sleep and take a rest.
Sleep, take a rest, and study for the UNAM.
Yes, but in this moment, only I'm thinking take a rest and sleep. No more.
Okay, and you, Alba, plans for the weekend?
Yes, teacher. I'm going to travel for a farm with my family.
Yes. Oh, well, nice, nice. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your farm with your family and rest a lot.
Okay. Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Bye bye. Talk to you next class. Thank you very much.
Bye, teacher.
Bye bye.
Bye.